Hello students, welcome you all in second lecture of work and energy. In last lecture, we saw what is meant by work done and formula for work when force and displacement are in the same direction, and which is work is equal to force into displacement. And one more formula for work when force and displacement are in different direction. Work is equal to force into displacement into cos theta, where theta is the angle between force and displacement. Now let's see the unit of work by using the formula work is equal to force into displacement. In SI system, the unit of force is Newton and the unit of displacement is meter. Thus, the unit of force is Newton meter. This is called joule. Now let's see the definition of 1 joule. If a force of 1 Newton displaces an object through 1 meter in the direction of the force, the amount of work done on an object is 1 joule. Hence, 1 joule is equal to 1 Newton into 1 meter. Now, unit of work in CJ system. In CJ system, the unit of force is dyne and that of displacement is centimeter. Thus, the unit of work done is dyne centimeter. This is called an erg. Definition of 1 erg. If a force of 1 dyne displaces an object through 1 centimeter in the direction of the force, the amount of work done is 1 erg. Hence, 1 erg is equal to 1 dyne into 1 centimeter. Let's study relationship between joule and erg. We know that 1 Newton is equal to 10 raised to 5 dyne and 1 meter is equal to 10 raised to 2 centimeter. Now, formula for work done is work is equal to force into displacement. Substituting SI units of respective terms, we get 1 joule is equal to 1 Newton into 1 meter. Now putting 1 Newton is equal to 10 raised to 5 dyne and 1 meter is equal to 10 raised to 2 centimeter, we get 1 joule is equal to 10 raised to 5 dyne into 10 raised to 2 centimeter. By law of indices, adding the powers of same base, we get 10 raised to 7 dyne centimeter. Therefore, 1 joule is equal to 10 raised to 7 erg. As 1 Newton is equal to 10 raised to 5 dyne and 1 meter is equal to 10 raised to 2 centimeter, likewise 1 joule is equal to 10 raised to 7 erg. Now let's see positive, negative and zero work. Students, think the directions of force and displacement in each of the following example. First example, pushing a stalled vehicle. Here, force and displacement are in the same direction. Second example, catching the ball which your friend has thrown towards you. In this example, force and displacement are opposite to each other. Third example, tying a stone to one end of a string and swinging it round and round by other end of the string. In this example, force and displacement are perpendicular to each other. Fourth example, walking up and down a staircase or climbing a tree. Here also, work and force and displacement are opposite to each other. Fifth example, stopping a moving car by applying brakes. In this example, force and displacement are in opposite directions. Students, you will notice that in some of the above examples, the direction of the force and the displacement are the same. In some other cases, these directions, that is force and displacement, are opposite to each other, while in some cases they are perpendicular to each other. In these cases, the work and the work by the force is as follows. Now let's see the definitions of positive, negative and zero work. When force and displacement are in the same direction, the work done by the force is positive. In this example, force and displacement are in the same direction, hence this is example of positive work. When the force and the displacement are in opposite directions, the work done by the force is negative, as theta is 180 degree. In this example, displacement and force are opposite to each other, hence this is example of negative work. When applied force does not cause any displacement, or when the force and the displacement are perpendicular to each other, that is theta is equal to 90 degree, the work done by the force is 0. In this example, direction of force and displacement are perpendicular to each other. Hence, this is the example of 0 work. Try this. Take a plastic cup and make a hole in the center of its bottom. Take a long thread, double it and pass it through the hole. Tie a thick enough knot at the end so that the knot will not pass through the hole, taking care that the two loose ends are below the bottom of the cup. Tie a knot each to the two ends as shown in the figure aside. Now do the following. As shown in the figure A, put the cup on a table. Keep one of the knot in the cup and let the thread carrying the other knot hang down along the side of the table. What happens? The cup will slide along the table. As shown in the figure B, when the cup is sliding along the table, stop it by putting a ruler in its path, and the cup will stop moving. As shown in the figure C, keep the cup at the center of the table and leave the two nuts hanging on opposite sides of the table. After this activity, see some questions. Question 1, figure A. Why does the cup get pulled? And answer is, the applied force is greater than the force of friction between the surface of the table and cup and thread. Question 2, figure B. What is the relation between displacement of the cup and the force applied through the ruler? And its answer is, the displacement of the cup and applied force are in opposite direction. Question 3, in figure C, why doesn't the cup get displaced? Because the net force on the cup is 0. Fourth question, what is the type of work done in figures A, B and C? And work done is positive, negative and 0 respectively. In the three actions above, what is the relationship between the applied force and displacement? Here, unbalanced force causes displacement of a body. Suppose an artificial satellite is moving around the Earth in a circular orbit. As the gravitational force acting on the satellite along the radius of the circle and its displacement along the tangent to the circle are perpendicular to each other, the work done by the gravitational force is 0. Now let's see examples on work done. Example 1. Calculate the work done to take an object of mass 20 kg to a height of 10 meter and take acceleration due to gravity g is equal to 9.8 meter per second square. Now let us write first given. Mass 20 kg is given. Hence write small m, mass is equal to 20 kg and height of object is 10 meter. So s is equal to 10 meter and g is equal to 9.8 meter per second square. Therefore, force due to gravity is equal to m into g. Now let's put the values from given. M is equal to 20 and g is equal to 9.8. So 20 into minus 9.8. The negative sign is taken because the displacement is opposite to direction of the force. After calculation, we get F is equal to minus 196 Newton. Now work due to gravity is equal to force into displacement. Substituting the values of force and displacement, we get W is equal to minus 196 into 10. Therefore, work done is minus 1960 joule. The negative sign appears because the direction of force is opposite to the direction of displacement, so that the work done is negative. Example second, Praveen has applied a force of 100 Newton on an object at an angle of 60 degree to the horizontal. The object gets displaced in the horizontal direction and 400 joule work is done. What is the displacement of the object? It is given cos 60 degree is equal to 1 upon 2. It is given that in the example, theta is equal to 60 degree. Force is equal to 100 Newton and work is equal to 400 joule. We have to find out displacement here, so S is equal to question mark. Here we are using formula work is equal to force into displacement into cos theta. Now using the given values, put W is equal to 400, force 100, displacement we don't know, so write down S as it is into cos 60 1 upon 2. Therefore 400 is equal to 100 into S into 1 upon 2. Dividing both sides by 100, we get 400 upon 100 is equal to 1 upon 2 into S. Now cancelling zeros and passing 2 to the left side, we get 4 into 2 is equal to S. Hence, S is equal to 8 meter. Therefore, the object will be displaced through 8 meter. Today's homework is write the unit of work in SI and CGS system. Derive relationship between joule and erg. Write definitions of 1 joule, 1 erg, positive work, negative work and zero work. Also, solve the examples based on work done from textbook exercise. Thank you, students.